to me are sweet as roses in the morning. You to me are soft as summer rain at dawn, and love we share, that's something rare. The sidewalks in the street, the concrete and the clay beneath my feet begins to crumble, but love will never die, because we'll see the mountains tumble before we say goodbye.
Good evening, my very dear friends and awesome faithful listeners. I am so pleased to share my 300 show with all of you this evening, and can't thank you enough for choosing to be here with me tonight. It is because of you that I continue to throw my heart and soul into every show, so for that, I deeply thank you. This evening, for the theme entitled In Celebration of My 300 Show, my focus is to do a selection of my personal favorite recordings throughout the years. I would imagine every artist has them. Therefore, what you're about to hear tonight are my personal favorite little gems, and for various reasons. Take my opening number, for example. When I first heard this song, it was sung by Robin Thicke, and I immediately loved it, but I couldn't for the life of me figure out why he chose to sing such a macho set of lyrics entirely in a falsetto voice. I mean, from beginning to end. And if you don't believe me, after the show, just YouTube Robin Thicke's version of my first selection of the evening, which is called Lost Without You.
Lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? Lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? Tell me how you love me more, and how you think I'm sexy, baby. That you don't want nobody else. You don't want this guy, you don't want that guy. Ooh, touch yourself when you see me. Tell me how you love my body, and how I make you feel, babe. You wanna roll with me, you wanna hold me, you wanna stay warm and get out of the cold with me. I just love to hear you say it. It makes a man feel good, babe. Tell me you depend on me. I need to hear it. I'm lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? I'm lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? Baby, you're the perfect shape. Baby, you're the perfect weight. Treat me like my birthday. I want it this way, I want it that way, I want it. Tell me you don't want me to stop.
Don't stop.
Tell me it would break your heart that you love me in all my dirty. You wanna roll with me, you wanna hold with me, you wanna make fires and get Norwegian wood with me. I just love to hear you say it. It makes a man feel good, baby. I'm lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? I'm lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? 'Cause you will tell me every morning, yeah, alright, babe. Oh yeah, oh baby, oh darling, alright. I'm lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? I'm lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? Ooh, Oh, darling, alright. Oh, baby, oh, darling, ooh, baby, alright.
That was Lost Without You, and for those of you who choose to go to YouTube to listen to Robin Thicke's version, be aware that the U in the song title Lost Without You is the letter U, not the word you. Oh, before I go any further, allow me to interject something you all need to be aware of. Since tonight I'm celebrating the arrival of my 300th show, I'm going to split it up into 2 parts. Tonight's show will contain my personal favorites, and 1 week from tonight, notice I said 1 week, not 2, I'll continue the celebration with an evening filled with all brand newly recorded songs. So after tonight, please join me 1 week from this evening for the closing part of tonight's celebration.
Hey, don't forget about me. I got a right to be here to celebrate as well, you know. I've been a very important part of this show, not to mention that I've been carrying you for the last 9 years.
Of course, Tom, come right on in. And with all kidding aside, allow me to say that you have been an exceptional part of not only my show, but my life. You're very special to me, and you should also know that you are one very talented little guy in the joke department. And mind you, I'm saying all this even though you throw some harsh and rather insulting words in my face about my singing all the time. But I know it's all in fun.
First of all, Eduardo, you're completely delusional. And secondly, is that the best you can come up with about me?
Before we get off on the wrong foot, why don't we just push on to my next song, Tom?
Smart move, because you were already beginning to get on my nerves.
This next song was made famous by an extremely talented artist named Lenny Welch. You remember Lenny Welch, don't you, Tom?
No?
Oh, well, maybe you're just a little too young. Anyway, this next recording of mine is a song I like to listen to when I'm either in a romantic or melancholy frame of mind. There's something about the way I connected with this song that makes it a personal favorite of mine, I suppose. I hope you feel the same as I share my rendition of Since I Fell for You.
When you just give love and never get love, you'd better let love depart. I know it's so, and yet I know I can't get you out of my heart. You made me leave my happy home. You took my love and now you've gone. Since I fell for you, love brings such misery and pain. I guess I'll never be the same. Since I fell for you. Well, it's too bad, and it's too sad, but I'm in love with you. You loved me, then you snubbed me. But what can I do? get the blues most every night. Yes, I do now, since I fell for you. Since I fell for you. For you.
Originally made famous by the great Lenny Welch, that was Since I Fell For You. And, what's that look on your face, Tom?
I was just wondering how long ago you recorded that last song.
Since I Fell For You? Oh, I'm very bad with time, but my guesstimate would be about 10 years ago.
Oh, really? It's too bad we can't go back in time about 11 years.
Will you stop? Is that what you plan to do all night long? Knock me in my singing?
You got a funnier idea? Oh, I just noticed on the monitor what the next song is. Oh, can I introduce this next song? Oh, please, because I absolutely adore this song. Not exactly crazy about the way you do it, but I love this song.
You just can't help yourself, can you? Go ahead, Tom. Introduce the song.
Well, first of all, I gotta say, it's no wonder why it's a personal favorite of yours because of the title. What Kind of Fool?
There was a time when we were down and out. There was a place when we were starting over. We let the bow break, we let the heartache in. Who's sorry now? There was a world when we were standing still, and for a moment we were separated. And then you found him, you let the stranger in. Who's sorry now? Who's sorry now? What kind of fool tears it apart, leaving me pain and sorrow? Oh, losing you now, wondering why. Where will I be tomorrow? Forever done, you nothing to me without each other. Will be remembered when there was a time when we were down and out. There was a place when we were starting over. We let the bow break, we let the heartache in. Who's sorry now? Who's sorry now? What kind of fool tears it apart, leaving me pain and sorrow? Losing you now, wondering why. Where will I be tomorrow? Was there a moment when I cut you down, played around? What have I done? I only apologize for being, as they say, the last to know. It has to show when someone is in your eyes. What kind of fool tears it apart, leaving me pain and sorrow. Losing you now, wondering why. Where will I be tomorrow? What kind of fool tears it apart, leaving me pain and sorrow? Losing you now, how can I win? Where will I be tomorrow? What kind of fool? There was a time when we were down and out. There was a place when we were starting over. We let the bow break, we let the heartache in. Who's sorry now?
What Kind of Fool? Definitely an all-time favorite of mine, if not my very favorite. But this next one is an extremely close second. I Finally Found Someone.
I finally found someone that knocks me off of my feet. I finally found the one that makes me feel complete. It started over coffee. We started out as friends. It's funny how from simple things the best things begin. This time it's different. It's all because of you. It's better than it's ever been, 'cause we can talk it through. My favorite line was, can I call you sometime? It's all you had to say to take my breath away. This is it. Oh, I finally found someone to share my life. I finally found the one to be with every night. 'Cause whatever I do, it's just got to be you. My life has just begun. I finally found someone, someone. I finally found someone. Ooh. Did I keep you waiting? Hope you don't mind. I apologize. You look so fine. I would wait forever just to know you were mine. Oh, I love your hair, always looks right. I love what you wear, and you're never uptight. You're exceptional. I can't wait for the rest of my life. This is it. Oh, I've finally found someone to share my life. I finally found the one to be with every night. 'Cause whatever I do, it's just got to be you. Oh yeah. My life has just begun. I finally found someone, and whatever I do, it's just got to be you. Oh yeah. Ooh, my life has just begun. I finally found someone.
That was I Finally Found Someone. And Tom, are you going to laugh at the finish of every song? What are you chuckling about now?
You, at your age, singing I Finally Found Someone. If you can't see the irony, then there's something seriously wrong with this picture.
Do you write your own material, Tom?
Of course, every word.
All right, well, that explains it. Moving on to my next song. This one I heard very recently and knew from the very first few bars that I wanted to record it, which I did just a few weeks ago. In addition, I wrote a great deal of the lyrics. Thought I'd update it a bit. I hope you like it as well. It's called Comes Love. Comes a rainstorm, put your rubbers on your feet. Comes a snowstorm, you can always boost the heat. Comes love, nothing can be done. Comes a headache, you can lose it in a day. Comes a toothache, see your dentist right away. Comes love, nothing can be done. Don't try hiding, 'cause there isn't any use. You'll start sliding when your heart turns on the juice. Comes a heat wave, you can hurry to the shore. Comes a summons, just don't open up the door. Comes love, nothing can be done. Comes a fire, call a firefighting hunk. Blow a tire, there's another in the trunk. Comes love, nothing can be done. Comes a sickness, there are medicines to take. As for fitness, you can always get in shape. Comes love, nothing, no, nothing can be done. Love comes knocking, and there's not a place to hide, 'cause there's no stopping what your heart feels deep inside. Comes a shark's jaws, you can swim off with the tide. Come your in-laws, you can find a place to hide. Comes love, nothing can be done. Comes a bad day, and it only lasts a while. Comes a sad day, you can fight it with a smile. Comes love, nothing can be done. Comes a virus, there's a mask that you can buy. Poke out your iris, well, there's always a glass eye. Comes love, nothing, no, nothing can be done. Love's much cooler than almost anything. Love's the ruler, and you can't take down the king. Comes a badass, you can leave or you can stay. Comes a fat ass, you can diet that away. Comes love, baby, and nothing can be done. Comes love, and nothing can be done. Comes love, baby, and nothing can be done. That was Comes Love, and I'm not even going to ask you how you like that one, Tom, because let's face it, you're not going to like anything I sing tonight.
Wow, those were the first set of truthful words that ever fell out of your mouth.
Tom, this is our 300 show. Why are you only displaying to your fans that you can be nasty?
Because this should be my show and you've been stealing it from me.
Why are you blaming me?
I'm not blaming you, I'm just saying it's your fault. By the way, are you retired, which is something you should have done years ago?
Well, not really. I actually like to refer to it as semi-retired.
So, you don't work on stage anymore at all?
No, but even when I was working, Tom, I never considered singing to be work.
It was for the people who had to listen to you.
Let's change the subject, and I do mean quickly.
Go ahead, it's only my show.
I'll choose to ignore that and move on to a moment I promised everyone 2 weeks ago on my last show. What you're about to hear is a cassette tape recording that has been lost since the mid-70s. I recently came across it under a pile of old cassette tapes and took it to Pro Image to have it transferred to a CD so I could play it for you tonight. But first, allow me to set the stage. I was commissioned by Studio 54 to write a song to honor jewelry designer Aldo Cipulo, who became famous for designing the love bracelet for Cartier. In addition to writing it, they also wanted me to perform it, but since there wasn't a full orchestra at Studio 54, the entire song had to be lip-synced, even the speaking part. I'll never forget afterwards when Gina Lollobrigida came up to me and asked how I did that. She said she can understand how I could easily lip-sync the singing part, but it was the spoken dialogue that I also lip-synced that seemed to marvel her. Anyway, the people at Studio 54 gave me a list of famous people who purchased jewelry from Aldo Cipulo. In other words, a list of his most elite clientele. They wanted me to incorporate all the names into the song and then lip-sync it at the live event. Well, here's that moment from the mid-70s, and I hope you enjoy it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Studio 54, Mark Fleischman, and George Paul Roselle take great pride in saluting jewelry designer Aldo Cipulo. The American Gemstone Jewelry Collection, designed by Aldo Cipulo, is now on a nationwide tour. Many of the gemstones came from the vaults of the Smithsonian Institution in Washington, D.C., where this collection of Aldo's dazzling designs will be permanently housed. Now, Aldo is at the height of his career, and many are the famous and infamous who know the beauty of his exquisite creations, like the love bracelet, the butterfly pendant, the teardrop, the seahorse, and the eagle. So, here's a list of people that we know very well, Aldo's impressive clientele. We could start off with Cardan. Everybody knows Cardan. Any man who made some loot from a suit ought to know what's truly beautiful. And we could throw in Marco Hand. He is tasteful to the core, and what's more, he's a designer for Dior. Charlotte Ford and Ruth Gordon both adore their little trinkets, and they wear them every day. Princess Caroline lines up to buy with Billie Jean and Margot Hemingway. We should stop this list right here because we all know Aldo is a shy and modest one. But he tops the list this year, and anyway, I think the dropping names is fun. Drop, 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 drop another famous name like lovely Lorna Loft. And Andy Warhol and Sophia Loren agree that Aldo's stuff is really very chic and up to snuff. Even when the road is rough and the going's getting tough and they're buying on the cuff, they can never get enough of Aldo. There are others, let me see. There is Liza with a Z, with a Z. Did I mention Ms. Minnelli with a Z? And I gotta bring up Liz. She was very good for biz, wearing his in the movie XYZ. Prince Aegon and Ira von Furstenberg were the first to put Aldo on their list. And Ellen Burstyn in The Exorcist went through hell with Cipulo on her wrist. And in the flick Victoria, you could say Robert Preston knew the way to swing and sway with gay euphoria while he wore Aldo's jewelry every day. And Aldo caught the fancy of the fancy Wally Simpson and the Queen of Sweden. Even Nancy Reagan bought a little bauble that was red, and I've even heard it said that she wears the thing to bed. Not a nightie, but instead a red tiara for her head, just in case she wakes up dead with NBC and ABC and CBS and cable news. And Walter Cronkite, David Brinkley, Roseanne Scammerdell is standing round her staring, saying, oh my God, the Queen is wearing Aldo's famous eagle on her head, in bed, in red.
And that, my friends, was my tribute to the late, great Aldo Cipulo, sung to the classical piece entitled The Dance of the Hours. So, Tom, let's hear it. What'd you think of that one?
That was terrific. Too bad it wasn't you singing.
Wasn't me singing? What makes you say that?
Because it was too good.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, before I forget, did I tell you they're doing a Broadway show about the life of my in-laws?
No kidding. What are they going to call it?
The Book of Morons.
Oh, come on, Tom. Give them a break. Isn't that a little harsh?
Not really. The other night I asked my mother-in-law to describe the perfect date. She answered April 25th because it's not too hot and it's not too cold.
I don't believe you, but I have to ask you, Tom, do you consider yourself a philosopher or a comedian?
Yes.
All right, after that bit of nonsense, let's move on to another one of my personal favorites. This one falls into the Broadway category and comes from a show with music by Andrew Lloyd Webber and lyrics by Don Black and Christopher Hampton. The show was Sunset Boulevard, and the song is called With One Look.
They don't want her anymore. They all say she's through. Well, it's time they knew. With one look, she can break your heart. With one look, she played every part. She can make your sad heart sing. With one look, you'll know all you need to know. With one smile, she's the girl next door. All the love that you've hungered for. When she speaks, it's with her soul. She can play any role. No words can tell the stories her eyes tell. Watch her when she frowns. You can't write that down. You know I'm right. It's there in black and white. When she looks your way, you'll hear what she'll say. Yes, with one look, she puts words to shame. Just one look sets the screen aflame. Silent music starts to play. One tear in her eye makes the whole world cry. With one look, they'll forgive the past. They'll rejoice she's returned at last to her people in the dark. Still out there in the dark. Silent music starts to play. With one look, you'll know all you need to know. With one look, she'll ignite a blaze.
she'll return to her glory days. They'll say Norma's back at last. This time she's staying for good. She'll be back where she was born to be. With one look, wait and see.
With One Look is definitely high on my list of personal favorites. And Tom, before you even make one of your ridiculous comments, what do you say if we play What If? Did you ever play What If?
What if I say no?
Very funny. No, really, the game is simple. It goes like this. What if you were a mouse left in a room with a piece of cheese 50 times your size? What would you do?
I'd buy a refrigerator.
Well, actually, that's one of the most logical things I've ever heard you say, and yet it still gets a laugh.
People find me funny no matter what I say or do.
I'm beginning to see that.
But do you respect it? That is the question.
Yeah, well, let's move along to my second personal favorite Broadway selection, written for the Broadway show The Scarlet Pimpernel by my favorite contemporary composer, Frank Wildhorn. It's such a heartfelt set of lyrics to sing that it enabled me to really throw my heart and soul into this one, so I hope you feel it as well. It's called I'll Forget You.
I'll forget you. The more you stay inside of me, the weaker I grow. I'll forget you. Tomorrow I will turn and let you go. I'll grow colder. I'll lose myself in anything but you now. For there is nothing I can do now but forget. I'll forget you. I won't remember arms that pulled me in soft and slow. I'll forget you. There has to be a way to let you go. No more shadows, no dreams of leaning in the dark above you. I will forget how much I love you. Any day. But every evening shivers with a chance that you are near, and every morning whispers she is here. Each moment is a fight, not to rush into your light, not to move closer, but to make you disappear. I'll forget you. I've got to find the strength to pull away from your glow. God, help me find a way to let you go. I do not want you, and still you steal each breath I'm breathing from me. forget you. When I die, I will forget you. I will forget you.
From the Scarlet Pimpernel, that was I'll Forget You.
Good choice, 'cause we'd certainly like to all forget you.
You know, I don't even know why I allowed you to come on my show tonight.
Oh, so now it's my show.
You know what I mean.
No, I heard you the first time. I got it.
You got what? Aw, are the poor little baby's feelings hurt? Are we gonna hear him cry?
You enjoy putting me down, don't you?
Well, that's the pot calling the kettle.
What pot? What kettle?
Let's just move on to a very old song, but one that remains true to being a favorite for everybody. It goes as far back as 1953 when Frankie Lane had the hit, and it now joins the ranks of being one of my personal top favorite recordings. I Believe.
I believe for every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. I believe that somewhere in the darkest night, a candle glows. I believe for everyone who goes astray, someone will come to show the way. Oh, I believe, yes, I believe. I believe above the storm, the smallest prayer can still be heard. I believe that someone in the great somewhere hears every word. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, or touch a leaf, or see the sky, then I know why I believe. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, or touch a leaf, or see the sky, then I know why I
I Believe brings us close to the closing of this show, my friends.
You mean this is gonna be your last song?
Yes, Tom.
Oh, thank God. I thought this show would never end.
You know, you can be replaced.
Oh, really? Well, why don't you try it and see how people will be cheering, "Way to go, Ed," in the chat room?
Say goodnight, Tom.
Why? I didn't even get to tell a joke.
All right already, tell your joke, but make it a quickie.
I'm not getting very good vibes here.
Just tell your joke.
You know what the one thing is you can never say to a suicide bomber?
No, what?
Do it again.
Okay, good, you told your joke, now say goodnight.
Actually, Eduardo, I truly can't go out on such a sour note, so let me steer this conversation more toward the sincere side and say what a great pleasure it has been to work with such a talented man all these years.
Well, that's very sweet, Tom. Thank you.
And I'll continue to feel this way about you as long as you make me one promise.
Of course, I knew there had to be a catch. What is it?
Well, it really isn't much to ask. You just have to promise that every time Sheldon asks you to sing him a lullaby, you'll say no.
Just get out of here.
Much love, Eduardo. Hope to see you all back here 1 week from tonight. But for now, my catnip awaits.
Good night, little buddy. And there you have it, my friends, America's favorite pussycat, our beloved Talking Tom. Before returning to our theme for tonight, allow me once again to remind you that my next show will air 1 week from tonight instead of the normal 2. So please make a note of that because you surely don't want to miss my next one. Now, for the closing number, I'd like to take my 300th show out with one of my personal favorite songs that I composed. A close second to this one was my original composition entitled But Then I See Your Face, but I decided to focus on this one instead. It's called If Only Dreams Came True.
If only dreams came true, I'd have her sweet love just like I dream I do. I could be happy with her by my side, loving her till the day I died. I'd make her happy if only dreams came true. If she could hear my prayers, she'd know just how much somebody out there cares. But while I'm praying and dreaming we've kissed, she doesn't know that I exist. What have I got to do to make these dreams come true? If only it could happen, I'd have all I'm dreaming of. She'd be giving me all of her kisses, giving me all of her love. If only dreams came true. The way that in the movies they always do. She would be with me, but sad as it seems, she's only with me in my dreams. God, if I only knew
Well, my friends, there's nothing better than ending my 300th show with an original composition which also happens to be one of my favorites. So I hope you enjoyed this little celebration, and thank you all for allowing me to indulge myself with a few of my personal favorite recordings tonight. My only wish is that you all enjoyed them as well. Once again, a reminder that my next show airs 1 week from tonight. That said, thank you all for joining me this evening on my special occasion, but for now, with nothing but love in my heart, from my little corner of the world to yours, here's wishing you an amazing night, along with a fabulous weekend, as I return you back to our dear friend Ron Baker and Ron's Record Shop. Good night with buckets of love, everyone!